What up, YouTube? It's Dave Medic 1. I have another review for you guys today. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I did come across a couple new knives that I was going to review for you this weekend. This is one of them. If you guys remember in the past in my sale video that I had recently sold this mini Tuff Lite. Awesome knife. 4 inches, but yet the ergos are so well thought out on this knife that it's a complete 4-finger carry. Excellent option for utility purposes. Light utility, I would say it's a hollow ground blade, and it pretty much goes down to it's very thin at the edge. Maybe converting this edge into a convex edge would probably be the best option as far as edge retention and durability. But all in all, a very cool knife. It's a very light carry, very small. I can't say enough about the ergos on this guy. Really nice knife. Supreme, awesome locking system on there. Cold Steel's known for doing extensive testing on their locking mechanisms, and they do make a really good product. So anyway, yeah, this is sold. But what I went ahead and did is I've been wanting to get this other knife for quite a while. As you can see here, it's just a Tuff Lite. The larger version, the bigger brother. Awesome, awesome knife. The only thing I did not like about the mini Tuff Lite was how small it was when I purchased it. I thought it was a lot bigger. I should have read the specs a little closer. But this Tuff Lite here is 6 inches as opposed to the total 5 inches of the mini Tuff Lite. It has all the same awesome characteristics. One thing that this guide has that the mini Tuff Lite doesn't is they actually have the Cold Steel logo on the pocket clip. It is only tip down carry. Unfortunately, you can't switch the pocket clip around. But it has the same tough back lock on there. The ergos on this are really nice. Definitely a full, I mean, you can get 4 fingers on that, no problem whatsoever. A nice 2-inch cutting edge there. AUS 8 stainless steel. Not a bad steel whatsoever as far as being able to put the edge back on it. Edge retention is decent. It's AUS 8. It runs in the same category as your 440. But not bad. It's a utility knife, and it's larger in size, so it's definitely really nice. We'll get into a couple other things about this knife here. It's like I said, it's AUS 8 stainless. The handle length on this guy is let me see. The handle length is actually 3.5 inches. The blade length is 2.5 inches. Actually, no, blade length is 2 inches. I'm sorry. The handle length is actually we're looking at 3.5 inches. So what the difference between the mini Tuff Lite and the Tuff Lite is 1 inch, and basically what they did is on the mini Tuff Lite they took a 1/2 inch off the handle and a 1/2 inch off the blade. And pretty much there you go. They came out with the mini Tuff Lite. Awesome knife. The handles are I believe it's at give me a second, guys. I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared, huh? It has the lock system is what Cold Steel calls the triad lock. Really strong. If you check out their videos, they test the crap out of it. I think it's a Zytel is what they call. Oh no, Grivery handles. I'm sorry. And one of the things with the Grivery handles is the weight to strength ratio is an exceptional. And it's something that you guys you guys will come to find out with a lot of the Cold Steel is they're definitely about strength and whatnot. So definitely a really cool knife. If you're looking for something as far as utility wise, I would definitely get the regular Tuff Lite as opposed to the mini Tuff Lite. Although it's more common to find the mini Tuff Lite. As far as price goes, they'll be within the around the $23 to $28 range, which makes this a very as far as bang for the buck. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's definitely worth the money for it. A couple things that I'd like to see that I would have liked to see see a manufacturer make is this same style blade in a flipper version would be nice. I understand the Tuff Lite or that Cold Steel would probably wouldn't make one that was a flipper version because they're really into the strength as far as lockup goes, or maybe they haven't, you know, I don't think they would ever come up with it. Or if they did, it wouldn't be a Tuff Lite. It'd be a totally different knife altogether. This is kind of reminiscent to, I'd hate to say it, but it somewhat reminds me of the Browse Blade Silent Soldier flipper as far as the blade shape goes, as you can see. But that's about it. It's apples and oranges in comparison to Browse Blade's Silent Soldier, but that's what it reminded me off the bat as far as the blade goes. Let me give you guys a good look-see around here. Pretty nice. Added jimping on the back here on this back spacer would have been a nice added touch. Ergos, like I said, are incredible. The jimping halfway across the top of the blade is a good, definitely a good touch. It's not super aggressive where it's gonna make your thumb raw or for prolonged use. So that's pretty good. The handle material is on the grippy side, but it's not that aggressive at all either. So prolonged use with this knife is not so bad. Actually, I was mistaken as far as on the Mini Tuff Lite. It's actually tip down carry only. This is tip down carry only, but it also has the options for lefties. So that's another thing too. If you're left-handed, you're going to want to get the Tuff Lite because you can switch the pocket clip around to suit your needs. Where they're in the Mini Tuff Lite, you don't. So there is slight differences in the construction in her, but not much. It's pretty much the same thing. Flip her around. And there you go. Just get an idea on that. But really nice. Very happy with my purchase. Always wanted to get this knife. Wanted to get this knife as soon as I got that knife, the Mini Tuff Lite, for the size comparison reasons. But very cool, very affordable. And if you're looking for a utility style knife, it's perfect. Hollow ground, exceptionally sharp edge from the factory as usual. Be careful with this knife because you will cut the holy crap out of yourself. The edge is really, really sharp. Something that should be an industry standard with all knives. Sometimes you'll get a knife and it is sharp, but not like super push cut through paper sharp. But these guys do come very, very, very sharp out the box. Very nice. If I had any other gripes about this knife, maybe a higher end G10 version would be nice instead of the handle. That'd be pretty cool. As far as pimping this knife, I don't know how easy it would be to pimp this knife. It's not a speed assist, so I don't think there'd be any inside, any kind of Dremel work that would need to accommodate the speed, an area for the speed lock or the speed deployment mechanisms in there. This is just a simple back lock, so maybe pimping it may not be that big of a task. Definitely, maybe who knows? Maybe I'll send this to Jeff or Tough Thumbs to get pimped out because that'd be really cool. I've never seen one pimped out. So now talking to you guys, it's popped an idea in my head. So anyway, so who knows? Maybe I'll have a future video with it being pimped out. Who knows? But guys, there you go. Definitely wanted to bring that to bring this to you guys. It's one of the knives I purchased recently. I really like it a lot. Besides the fact that I would say the number one thing I like about the knife is the ergos are really, really, really comfy. Prolonged, like I said, prolonged use is not an issue with this knife. It's very, very comfortable. The cons on it, well, I would say the only con would be the fact that, and it's just personal preference, would be the material, handle material not being G10, not a big deal. Flipper, but then again, it'd be just a totally different knife. The back lock on these knives, or the locking system, or deployment, they are stiff to begin with. On the Mini Tuff Lite, there, it took me a long, long, long time to actually break this in so I could flip it open or disengage it without having too much trouble. This one, the same, but it's eased up a lot faster and a lot easier than the other knife. But then again, it has to do with the super strong locking system that Cold Steel has put into this knife. So it's not a bad thing. You just got to get used to it, and that's just pretty much it. So it's a really good knife. For the value, it's exceptional. It is limited because it's not going to be having the piercing capabilities maybe a little not as much as other knives, but it's still it has a point on it. So it really just it depends on what exactly you need it for. You know, what I would use it for would be cutting leather and stuff like that in the shop, and it would kind of fit that role no problem. So anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching this review. If you have any questions, post them below, or PM me, whatever you guys want. I appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this video. I also appreciate you new subscribers and all your comments. Thank you so much. Peace.